What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Davion Flickstar back at you with another video for The Chi, the review. This is an early review, so this is gonna be kind of like a spoiler review. So if you haven't watched the show at 12 last night, don't watch this review until tomorrow, until you watch the show, whenever. But this review's going up regardless. Okay, so this episode was a solid episode. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot. It was a bit emotional. You know, I mean, triggering, rather. You know, as far as Emmett finding out that his mother has cancer and the little girl, Trinity. So, you know, I thought this episode was a well-written episode. I think this season so far is pretty well-written. So I've gone on IMDb, the website, to look up. You know, I like to do this. It's a thing I like to do. I like to look up reviews and look up the scores. And I don't really understand the low scores. I mean, I really don't. I mean, The Chi is a pretty solid show. I mean, season 3 was garbage. I mean, it didn't live up to anything. But this season is pretty solid, and the reason I think it is, the reason I feel that way is because all the storylines have been incorporated. Everything that needed to be incorporated into the storyline has finally been incorporated. How many fucking times am I gonna say that? Yeah, so with all these new characters being added to the show, their storylines are set so we can continue with the story. So, you know, I just don't understand why, and I don't care what no one says at all. I don't understand why Tiff is in such an uproar for Kevin. Why the fuck do I keep saying Kevin? Emmett! Emmett for messing around with another chick named Donna. I mean, I don't understand. I mean, you said it's an open marriage. He should be able to mess with whoever he wants to. I mean, because every time Emmett talks about Dante, it's all this pushback. No, Dante was here. I mean, but like, okay, set some ground rules. But Emmett has to be able to set ground rules for Tiff anyway. So what's the problem? But there was a thing that Tiff made a point. I mean, do you want me to be around here getting down from all these other dudes, or do you want me to just be with one? And, you know, so Emmett is thinking about it. But like, let's go to the beginning. So, you know, Kevin and his parents, you know, they're in therapy. In therapy, you know, and this is another thing that I like about what The Chi does. The Chi humanizes each character in the most authentic, realistic way. And so I appreciate it. I appreciate when TV shows, especially black TV shows, they represent us in I don't want to say a positive or a negative spotlight. I just care about the authenticity. So if we're gonna be gang members, portray us portray us realistically. If we're gonna be nurse, portray us realistically. Anything us black, we like real. We like to relate. We relatable people. That's why people keep taking from us. But anyway, so you know, Kevin wants to be trusted. You know, and Nina, her decision to keep Kevin sheltered and safe is PTSD for her because of what happened to Keisha prior season. So it's understandable, but Kevin, you know, he's growing up, he's maturing, he wants to be able to be free. He doesn't want his parents to be on his back so much. And to be honest with you, I don't always trust Kevin's judgment because he's so young and he's so naive and he's been sheltered. He's the good kid, so he doesn't really know what's good for him. He doesn't really see danger coming a mile away, opposed to Jake, who grew up in the trenches. He was surrounded by street niggas and everything, so he'll be able to see more, so he's not really sheltered. But Kevin's sheltered. He wants to be free. He wants to have independence, so that's understandable. But I just think that with him having independence, it's going to lead to him going down a dark hole. He's already going through a lot mentally, you know, he having his PTSD, so how do we know that if he's given freedom that he's not going to be throwing his life away on that bottle and popping pills? You know what I'm saying? So it's just ridiculous. I mean, and the reason I say it's ridiculous is because it's ridiculous what Kevin is going through. You know what I'm saying? It's, but hopefully at the end of the season he, gets his stuff together, and I'm sure he will. He's a good kid. Now with Gemma, this is another thing about Kevin. I mean, Kevin keeps pushing Gemma away, so I can't really feel bad if Gemma moves on to Jake, because Jake, he has this alpha male kind of edge to him. So he's real. He has like that Tupac with him. Kevin has the little Lupe fiasco. I mean, that's the best example I got for him. But anyway, like, he has like this energy with him he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He's going to say what's on his mind. He's going to show his feelings. He's going to express himself the way he knows how to express himself. And Gemma sees that Kevin hasn't been doing that. He's been doing the exact opposite. He's very closed off. He doesn't care. He doesn't care to express himself. He just acts nonchalant, and that's what's going to destroy the relationship between the two and cause her to gravitate more to Jake. Now let's get into Keisha. Keisha, she wants to adopt. She wants to give the baby up for adoption. But from what she's been through, she wants to make sure that whoever's going to take the baby and adopt the baby and raise him is going to be fit. So meaning that when these two parents came to the house, they already adopted kids. So that's major. That's a red flag right there. Because, I mean, why couldn't y'all create your own? What's going on? Come to find out that homie got a low sperm count. The mother got ovarian cancer. And you think I'm going to put my baby up for y'all? Y'all are dysfunctional physically. And with the woman having cancer, I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, are you gonna live? Or, I mean, say if you die and the kid is scarred. So I understand, Keisha. And so, Christian, I mean, I'm gonna bring religion into it. Please don't cancel me. With Christianity, a lot of Christians get a lot of slack for their beliefs because they're perceived as judgmental, prejudiced, and hypocritical. And so that's the final major red flag for Keisha. She sees that y'all are Christians and you're talking about what I did the godly thing by keeping the baby. She said it has nothing to do with God. It was just based on the decisions. So now I believe in God. So, I'm not going to get into that. But that's another major red flag. She was like, yeah, y'all going to have to go. And I don't blame her. I mean, if you have that many issues to adopt kids and y'all have health problems, they need to be healthy. So we get back to Tiff. Tiff and Emmett with their shenanigans. I mean, their shenanigans is just crazy, man. I think they just go tit for tat. I mean, Tiff, I can't really blame Tiff so much. I can't blame her so much because this is all from Emmett's doing. And so we get to another scene. And by the way, this review, everything is not in order. I'm just giving you what I think, my opinion about each important scene. So we see the little girl, the little innocent girl, Trinity. And, God, Lord bless her soul. Lord bless her heart. I mean, it's just sad what she's going through because there's a million Trinities out there. And thank God for Imani to come through and try to help this poor little girl. And because, you got big ass Negroes like Nuck, he using the girl, prostituting her. It's just disgusting what's going on, man. It's sad. So Trinity, she's paranoid. She has like this little scared, innocent girl look on her face. And whoever the actress is, she's doing an amazing job. So, with this episode, like I said earlier in the review, that it's pretty, the emotional weight in this episode was it was present. You know, you have Keisha going through with the baby. You have Trinity, the young prostitute. And then you have Jada, her cancer. I mean, the cancer, for me, that's the most triggering scene, the most triggering storyline, because I know what it's like to have a parent battle cancer. Now, my father battled cancer, and he passed away 4 years ago. And so I get it. It gets triggering. So, you know, when Emmett pulls up and sees that Jada is in bad shape, it just takes a toll on him. So his marriage is failing. Not only is his marriage failing, but his classmate is beating his mama's doomies down. But most importantly, the bullet, the bullet, here's the bullet, the bullet that counts. His mama got cancer. It's sad. So I understand Emmett's pain. So he's going through a lot mentally. So hopefully he keeps it together, but it's hard to keep something like that together. I mean, come on. So Dre, she's trying her best to keep it from Nina. And so, you know, Nina, she goes through her phone, sees that Dre and Jada talking about, thank you for keeping the secret. Now, this falsely indicates that they're having an affair. Nina's gonna start jumping to conclusions, and I hope and you know what, and I hope they don't drag that. Yeah, and I hope they don't drag that storyline, man. I hope they get down to the bottom of it. You know, I mean, I want them to finish that. We don't have time for that, okay? So, you know, yeah, overall, man, this episode, man, I definitely, I'm not going to give it, I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10 for the emotional weight of it. So, you know, I mean, the Chi this season, I mean, I think they're doing a pretty solid job. You know, I think that the actors and the people that they've select for these roles, I think they're very suitable. I'm starting to gravitate more and more to Trey and Imani's storyline, because I feel like they're more, to me, this is how I feel, that they're more realistic as far as caring for the community. And Imani's character, she isn't just the character, the transgender character. Yeah, we just throw in there. Like this character, she has depth to her, and hopefully throughout the season and the series, we get to unravel more of her. We get to see more of her character develop, because I think she's gonna play a key role to the series. I mean, it'll be to a point where people will stop watching if Imani gets killed off or something, if she becomes that character, if she has that character arc, you know, and I believe she does, you know. And Papa is the only one out of the crew who doesn't have any problems. I mean, he has little small minor problems, but nothing that's treacherous, nothing that results in him drinking so much, you know. But Papa, you know, here's the thing I like about Papa. The accountability that he holds his friends to is incredible. I like the way that they have Papa as the one friend who holds everyone accountable. Everyone is at fault when they're at fault. And so he tells Kevin about himself. He's a good friend. He tells Kevin that you shut off a lot and you act selfish towards the people you care about, towards Gemma, towards Jake, and even your damn self. And of course, Kevin, he's so standoffish, you know. He thinks about, I don't want to say he's standoffish, but he hears the information that people are giving him, and he thinks about it, but sometimes he just does Kevin shit. So, fast forward to that, Papa makes Kevin apologize. I'm not going to say he urges Kevin to apologize. And, you know, Kevin gets up there. It's not genuine. it doesn't sound genuine. He sounds desperate, and you can. I like how they had the little digital screen of the comments just roasting the dog shit out of Kevin, saying he's pathetic, telling Gemma to leave that nigga, you know. So you know, and it's Lord, God bless Kevin's heart. Okay, God bless his soul. He's going through it, and so you know, Gemma creeping around with Jake, going out to eat, holding hands. The next thing you know, they locking lips. And now here come Kevin trying to make it right with some flowers. Like that's gonna mean, listen, when your girl believed you mentally. She's leaving him mentally. She's leaving. She's gravitating more and more to Jake. So them flowers, all them missed calls and red messages, it's becoming a sign. You're losing her. And it's not to the point where people saying, bro, you're losing. You gotta know, like, bro, you're losing her. And it's to the point where you almost can't even get her back. She's like Jake now. When women move on, they move on, okay? When women have a tie or some kind of connection with someone, it's strong, okay? The connection her and Jake have is strong. It's starting to get stronger and stronger, and she's losing it for Kevin. She's seeing him be just this little punk, that someone who won't stand for nothing. But she sees Jake, who's standing for everything, who wants all the smoke. Who you think she gonna pick? Because she stands for stuff. You think she's gonna go with the person that she's not compatible with? She's gonna stay with him unconditionally? No. And you know, but that's Kevin. That's, you know. So what I like also is the Octavia character. She was the most genuine one. I didn't even expect her to be a parent, to be the one that Keisha chose. But the way that she was able to give Keisha advice, guide her. She said that doctor talking about they already want to induce labor. And and Keisha was down for it, you know. She said it's whatever. Octavia was like, what you had today? Okay, so drink some water. She knows what she's talking about. Now that's a sign, a good sign. Keisha is seeing that sign because it helped. Her advice helped Keisha. And with no thought, the minute that Keisha seen that she's responsible and that she knows what she's talking about when it comes to children, and that she's gonna make sure that the kids that she's raising is gonna be straight, that's a green flag for Keisha. Keisha's like, yeah, I want you to be the mother. And with her backstory, Octavia has lost children because of doctors thinking that they know what they're talking about, but they don't. And when it comes to black women, doctors just be like, they don't care. They just misguide them. So overall, this episode was a solid episode. I look forward to the next episode. This season, we're halfway done with the season. And so, you know, there's going to be some new shows coming out, new seasons, new series. Raising Kanan, I will be doing reviews on that. Just stay tuned. Hit that like button and subscribe button, man. It's getting up there, man. I'm almost at 2K, man. I'm almost there. I'm reaching every day, and y'all helping me. I appreciate y'all for subscribing and watching my videos, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments if I missed anything. And let me know. Give me y'all ratings on the episode, man. It doesn't have to be. It's not a correct or wrong answer for the ratings. Just let me know what y'all think, man. But I'm out of here, man. I'm finna go enjoy the day, and I hope y'all do the same, man. Be easy out there.